Now, if that is the play-in game in the SEC, I also think we may have a play-out game in terms of a game that neither team can afford to lose. That's Oklahoma and Texas, Saturday at 8 p.m. These are two teams that have really ridden the production of freshman guards, and they've been two of the very best freshman guards in the entire country. Trey Johnson and Jeremiah Fears. Johnson is averaging 21 points per game this season, but he's pushed that to 27 points per game over the course of the last six. He's been on an absolute tear. Oklahoma is obviously going to have to contain him, but their defense has really been their Achilles heel this year. You really dig into those numbers. They've struggled to defend the paint. They've struggled to defend without fouling, and they've struggled to keep people off the glass. So being able to contain Trey Johnson and simultaneously cover those three areas, which have really plagued them all season long, I think is going to be huge for them on the road. What does Texas need to do to get this win?
This is a huge spot for Arthur Kaluma. I think he has to find a way to slow down Jalen Moore. Oklahoma's, kind of like sometimes he feels like they're Batman, sometimes he feels like they're Robin to Jeremiah Fears, where Jalen Moore's been phenomenal this year, a guy we've talked about a lot as a potential fringe NBA draft prospect. And Kaluma has to slow him down. And if I'm Rodney Terry, I am sticking on shooters and I'm playing 2-on-2 left and right. I am not letting Oklahoma's spot up shooters get going. I think your point about the rim pressure and getting to the basket is super important. Texas, at times this year, they have one of the lowest rim rates in college basketball. Like, you just cannot have that happen in a matchup like this. Those big guards, Tremont Mark especially, he's been playing at a really high level lately. He's going to have some matchups against some smaller Oklahoma guards. Like, if he gets matched up against Duke Miles, got to get to the rim, got to get 2 feet to the paint and play your game that way. So that's Texas's path against this one. But you're right. Both of these teams are extremely desperate. Right now, I think I'd characterize Texas on the right side of the bubble. Oklahoma might be on the wrong side of the bubble. A game like this, it could easily flip-flop and look at like a legitimate play-in game.